What's going on, y'all? It's Thursday, January 18th, and I just got down to the shop this evening. It's about 7 o'clock, and it's cold. As y'all can tell, it's still pretty chilly in the shop. Sorry for the heater being loud. I brought a fresh propane tank down here and cranked up the heater. This week has been crazy. Sunday into Monday, we've got snow and ice, and we got about 4 or 5 inches. But the bad part is, it was mostly ice, and the temperatures haven't been above freezing except for today. They got up to 35, and it's terrible outside. The roads are terrible. They've plowed, which we're pretty good ways out in the county, so luckily we have some great folks that live up here that own equipment, and they've actually graded the main road. Our road here that we live on is still kind of treacherous, I would say. It's raining right now, so it's helping, but it's supposed to get down to freezing by in the morning again, so everything that's coming down right now is probably going to be black ice in the morning. So it's been crazy. It's been a crazy week for work, and I'll show y'all. Yeah, it's a little, everything's covered, so it's just bad. It's been a messy week, and Pops is up at the house. It's been really cold, and he's not a fan of cold weather these days, and I'm not either, to be honest with you. I used to love cold weather, but after this week, I've had enough. So I'm in the shop though. This is the first night I've been in the shop all week. I just wanted to come down here and get some stuff done, and we can't get deliveries for parts that we need because of the ice on the roads. So the mail hasn't delivered, UPS hasn't delivered, so it's just been a mess. But it's kind of slowed up our production on Dustin's chassis, and but I do have stuff here I can do. And tonight, I'm going to put the bumpers together. Y'all watched in the little 5-minute video. I was explaining the versatility of the bumpers. So I'm gonna work on getting the halves put together and getting the bumpers made up. And then after that, I'll work on getting them on the car. So I'm gonna throw it up on time lapse. I know that heater's loud, and that way I can stay warm. It's pretty chilly. So y'all hang out with me. I'm gonna do some welding. Okay, so I didn't want to just keep going without explaining what I just done. The way Ryan Moulder builds these bumpers, he builds these like these are 2 whole pieces, and he bends them the same. He welds them together. He's got them welded periodically throughout. Now Ryan comes in here and cuts these bumpers right here and right here. So he can get this stuff in a box and get it shipped to you. So he cuts the rear bumper into 3 pieces. Now, what Ryan also does, when he cuts these, he knows that it's got to go back together, and you don't want just a butt weld. And Ryan supplies, this is 1.5 inch tubing. So Ryan supplies 2 1.25 inch per side, 4 total. He supplies 1.25 inch slugs that you put up in there. Y'all seen me in the time lapse. I measured them off halfway. They're 2 inch long. I measured 1 inch, put it on my mark, and I just tack them in. And that allows you to slide these up on there and get all this square and level. So what I done was use my angle finder, and then I got this level and then this level, so I tacked it, and then I was using this 2 inch flat bar for a fuel cell strap. I was using that as my straight edge to get the back of the bumper straight. So I just wanted to explain that, what I was doing. I just went ahead and welded it all up. And so the rear bumper is pretty much made as one piece. Now we have these, which are the bumper mounts. And then Ryan supplies the gussets. So these we'll weld on here like this. And you can move these where you need them. How wide you need them, how narrow you need them, what angle you need it at. If you want to put it at a different angle, you can put it wherever you want. Then he supplies gussets to go on them. So I'll walk over here and show mine. There's mine all welded up, and they fit these MD3 bumpers really nice, and they tuck in there good. They're the right width for an MD3 plastic bumper cover. And there's my front bumper. So just wanted to get that out there and explain that, and show what I was doing, explain what I was doing. And I noticed in my last video, when I was talking about the bumpers, the little 5-minute video, some of y'all sent Ryan and Chelsea a message at Motor Fab, and y'all were inquiring about bumpers. I appreciate that. Y'all go give them a shout out, give them some support. They build killer products, y'all. These are the best bumpers. They're not too heavy, but they're beefy enough. They'll take a lick. So, and the quality. I mean, my man can weld, right? And we really like these bumpers, y'all. And so I appreciate them. They're on board with me this year on my personal car, and I can't thank them enough. And so I'm knocking stuff off back here, like there ain't already enough noise in here. Sorry that heater's so loud, y'all, but it's definitely warming it up in here. So what I'm gonna do now is sit this to the side. I'm gonna go up there and get the front bumper and bring it over here and start putting it together. So y'all hang out. Alrighty, y'all. Well, there's the front bumper. Obviously, I'm not going to weld these until we get ready to put on the car. These will move side to side. The last time, Ryan, I want to say he sets them at like a kind of a standard. That's at 9 1/4. That's at 9 1/4. There you go. So Ryan sets these, you know, the same on each side. And the last time, Pops and I didn't even move ours. They were perfect for a metric front stub. So I can probably pick this up, walk up there, and it'll probably match up to the front stub. So I know there was some questions about putting it together. I just wanted to show how easy these are to put together. Y'all watched how fast I just done that. This bar here is made to connect the two pieces, and this goes up behind the nose piece. And this right here is the brace that welds in here. Now Ryan has all this made to where it fits all together. So if you feel like you don't have this leaning where it needs to be, just sit it on here. And I measured from here and got the same distance inside to inside as I did inside to inside, and got it centered. And then this brace bar, you just rotate this to you or away from you until you tighten up this brace bar, and it all fits where he made it to fit. So there it is. We just wanted to put the bumpers together, show y'all how easy it was. And it's starting to get warmer in here now. Feels a lot better in here now. Pop decided to show up.
Well, I had to get off that hill without breaking the neck.
Yeah, it's slippery out there, man. It's icy. So what we'll do now is
I'm an old man. I can't
we're gonna get the bumpers over here and get them to where we can get them on the car, and we're gonna do a little figuring up here on the front and see how high ours is the way we done it. We may drop Dustin's down just another inch to give it a little more drop from the firewall down to the nose. Ours is about an inch from the firewall to the top of the nose piece, and factory Monte Carlos have just a little bit more than that. So we're gonna figure all that out. So y'all hang out. Alrighty, y'all. I got the bumper brought up here. Pops was dragging the welder up here. Got my 1 3/4 pieces to weld to the frame. And I was talking about Ryan putting these pretty much in there at the measurement before he sends them out. That's what I mean. He's got them pretty much where they need to be. So that's where we're gonna leave them. We'll stick our 1 3/4 up on them and then hold that up here and get them tacked on, get them level front to back, and then get our bumper level side to side, and see if we can't get our mounts put on there. So y'all hang out. I'm gonna throw the phone up on the tripod and throw it up on time lapse and show y'all us putting this on. All right. We got our mounts welded on. I went ahead and welded them because we kind of wanted to raise the right front just a little bit. So we brought it up, and I didn't think about it until I got them tacked on. So we cut it back off, raised it up a little bit. Got them welded on. And of course we'll weld them underneath when we roll the chassis over to weld the rest of it. And we'll pull this up. And it's got a little slack, so we'll pull it up before we drill it. That way the holes will line up once we put bolts in. And but there's the front bumper on it. Motor Fab, y'all check them out. And Pops and I, what we have left is we got to do a radiator mount. We got to do foot protection bars right here. We have to put bars down there in the bottom of our door bar to protect anything from going up in there. Windshield bar, steering mount, all that is in the mail. And we're just waiting on stuff to come in. Don't mind that. That's just tacked on there so we could clamp Dustin's seat in there so he could get in there. But I think now we're going to move back here to the rear. And I can't decide. We made those open so the bumper would slide up in them, but I kind of don't want the bumper going up in that tube. I kind of want to put a piece of separate tube on the outside and let the bumper go in that. That way it won't possibly bend that as bad if it did get hit pretty hard. So still debating on that. But we're getting there, y'all. We're getting there. Y'all hang out. Work. That's right. decided to cut pieces and put on the outside of the frame. I'm sure y'all saw me tack those on. And the reason for that being, bumper gets hit, at least it'll probably break that off first. I am going to weld these solid though, so hopefully it'll just bend the back of this or break that off or break the bolt if it gets hit hard enough. And I've got it the same height as ours. This bar here and this bar here on these cars is the same height compared to the shock mount and all that stuff. So I've got the bumper cover the same height, so we'll know T-bars will be the same height. And we got to do some reconfiguring up there. I'll get into that later when we get back on our car. Some rules that we need to follow and be legal. And we weren't expecting those rules when we done the T-bars and all and the tabs on our car. But we're going to change those and make it legal. So it's no big deal. It's something with the body. So but we'll get it all figured out. We're going to get Dustin's tabs put on to where his T-bars will be bolt on and work just right. I've got some radius tabs coming. I'm going to weld a radius tab right here. T-bar is going to bolt on here and come up. So, and we'll do some tabs right along in this bend. And I'm going to weld them like this, and we'll do a T-bar up, and that'll be what goes to the bumper cover. So, and obviously he brought a black rear bumper cover and a black nose piece. I'm not going to tell you what color the chassis is going to be because that ain't my spot. So we'll let y'all see it when he gets it back from powder coat. So, but for right now, I think we're going to call it a night because my feet are freezing. My boots got wet earlier and it feels comfortable in the shop, but I don't want to use up all of our gas because we plan to be working on this weekend. So we'll have to get another bottle, and it's supposed to get back down in the 20s for the high Saturday, and it's supposed to be 20s by the time I get off tomorrow evening. So yeah. So we're gonna call tonight, and we wanted to get the bumpers on. Like I said, we just got a few more bars to do, and then of course we got to do the firewall, floor pan, and stuff like that. We're gonna do the seatbelt mount this weekend as well. We got a little design we're going to do right there. It's nothing, crazy, but it's something that we've talked about that we think will be a good idea. So Pops and I are going to do it, and we're going to call it a night. So appreciate y'all watching. Thank y'all for subscribing. We went over 1,400 subscribers. I want to say 1,411, 1,412. We appreciate y'all very much, and thank you to all the new subscribers. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet and you're watching our videos, hit that button for us. And hit the notification bell if you like, and that way you'll be notified every time we post a video. So we hope y'all like these videos with the factory stock. I haven't told Pops yet, but as soon as this one leaves and goes to powder coat, we have number 3 frame coming in, and we'll be building another one. So we're very fortunate that people like our work. We're very fortunate that people want a car from us, and we're very grateful. I mean, we've dreamed of being in this position, and we're no big chassis builder, we're no big shop, but we have dreamed of being in this position right here, building cars for people, getting our name out there, and we plan to keep doing it. We're planning to get better equipment. We plan to get better tubing bender, better tubing notchers, and we're gonna keep hammering away at this stuff, y'all. And we appreciate y'all very much. And until next time.
Appreciate it, guys, gals. Thank y'all very much for watching. Everybody stay warm, stay safe. It may be warm where you're at, and it may be colder than what we are too. But until next time, God bless you.
See y'all.